Welcome to Saxy After Dark.
Saxy After Dark.
I am your host, Mr. Saxy, and this is my lovely co-host.
You forgot my name. It's La Page.
I'll never forget La Page. How can I forget that? But I want you to tell the people, they need to hear your voice. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get right into it.
Let's go.
Because, as an older man, I have a young lady here. There's some things that her generation has lost.
We're not that much of...
It's
not that far.
It's enough for me to say what I'm about to say.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Because growing up, I know, grandparents, everybody knew their gender role. Women knew what they had to do. Men knew what they had to do, right? And the family worked. Men knew they had to cut the grass, do minor plumbing work, make, little car work. Because most of the time, like a woman, you don't want to cut the grass.
I don't.
You don't want to change your car.
I don't.
You don't even probably want to pump gas.
I halfway don't want to go outside.
Exactly. So I think if a man's going to do that, I do think the woman should provide other things like, cooking, cleaning, doing the laundry, taking care of the kids. Now, please, before y'all chop my head off, I'm not saying that a man and woman is slave to these roles, but they should at least know how to do it.
Okay. And we know this 2025, things have changed since our grandparents or our parents' days. Women can now work, make their own money. So that's where I think the dynamic of the family gender roles or the gender roles have changed.
Okay. Hands off to the women who work. Bravo, bravo. In today's society, it takes about a two-income household to survive.
Absolutely.
But once again, I don't care if your man wants a woman or woman wants a man. There's certain things you need to do and provide for that. Just providing a check is just not enough for a man to provide a check or for a woman to provide a check. It's just not enough. Because a lot of times, right, a lot of men are raised by especially if they have a good mother like mine. They're going to raise them to cook, clean, and do all that stuff. In my relationships, I've never had a problem cooking.
And he can cook good.
Well, thank you very much. But it's always a treat when a woman knows how to cook. It just adds something different to the relationship. It's almost like if you had a flat tire, right? And you called your man, he's like, I don't know how to change flat tires. Call AAA. How you going to feel?
Don't worry about it. I'll get somebody else to do it.
You see what I'm talking about? You see that already? She trying to dismiss the man. What happened to, we work, so things, no, you still expect those things, right?
Yeah, but if he say he can't do it, I'm a woman of solution. It got to get done. I'm not going to sit on the side of the road and wait for you to come. Like you said, AAA, my brother, somebody's going to get called to get that tire fixed.
So my question to you is, are you going to look at that man the same?
Going forward, I'm like, babe, you got to learn how to change the tire. You're going to have to.
It's going to be that simple for you.
We all have to learn and adapt in life.
Okay.
You have to learn.
Let's say it's something else. A minor air conditioning unit. I've owned homes. So I understand, sometimes when the air conditioning stops, it's the little valve in the air conditioning unit. The water's in it. You suck it out, put a little bleach. You understand that. How about he didn't know anything? You spending $300-$400 for Roto-Rooter to come to fix your air conditioning for a $2 fix. Well,
there's always YouTube. Like I said, it's all about solution. Like, every guy is different. Some guys haven't had their fathers in their life to teach them certain things, but now we have technology. You have YouTube. You can YouTube anything. And I'm pretty sure that's how some of us women learn how to function and do certain things without a man. It has to get done one way or another, whether you're trying to save money or not.
So, man, you hear her. She's saying that you guys can go on YouTube. But for me, I don't want a woman that can't cook and has to go to YouTube. Because half of the time...
She's learning, though.
I mean, the learning process, yes. But after a while, it's like the ingredients. We want a little bit of that. We want that flavor.
Okay, well, that's something y'all can work on together.
I ain't trying to work on it. My age, no. You got to come.
Okay.
You got to already have it.
See, your requirement might be totally different than another man. So we can't say... Okay, gender roles. Every relationship is different. You were like home cooked meals.
Yes.
Another guy is like, hey babe, I just want you home with me so you can give me some PDA. That's it. Public display. Cuddle on me. Everybody's love language is different.
But then y'all mad when he down the street eating at Anime's house.
Some people, it's okay. I know my man is not eating from everybody. I don't.
Oh, why not?
Oh no.
Oh no. What's good for the cookie? If you telling everybody out there,
that's my standard. That's my. When I was married, oh no, baby. I even tell my little brother, listen, don't eat from everybody because, especially spaghetti. Y'all should already know that.
Yeah, man. If a woman eats spaghetti on the first date, throw that away.
Don't eat the spaghetti, but. Everybody has certain things in their relationship. We should have a relationship. We should have a conversation like, "Hey, I might not be too good at cooking. Is that okay with you?" And it's up to you to be like, you know what? That's a hard no. That's a non-negotiable for you.
Yeah, but the way men are wired, even though, especially if you're a good-looking woman, and fellas, you can vouch for me or not, they gonna tell you, "Oh no, baby, you good. I know how to cook." They gonna get you, and once y'all locked in, he gonna be tired of cooking. He gonna be tired of store-bought stuff. He gonna want it. But then even go a little further, right? What are we handing down to our sons and our daughters? What are we handing down to them? Cause my thing is, I have a daughter, and she's dating a guy. She's 26, and her boyfriend, he takes care of cars. He's a mechanic. But he knows how to use his hands. He's a Jamaican guy, so he knows how to cook as well. And I'm thinking to myself, would I want my daughter to marry somebody who didn't know how to do certain things? Or even my son. Do I want my son really marrying a woman who can't cook, who can't clean, who can't do certain things? Not saying that she's a slave to it again, but can't do certain things.
It's not about what you want. It's about what works for that relationship.
But I gotta instill these things in my kids.
Yes, you can instill that in them. Like, hey, matter of fact, at the end,
we ain't getting along. Me and that girl ain't getting along, and me and him ain't gonna get along if he ain't acting right.
But is she treating your son good? Is she protecting your son, like his character? When y'all go out, she is serving him.
I don't care if her coochie was like a snapper.
I'm done.
If she can't take care of my son in sickness and in health, they will depart.
But if just because she doesn't know how to cook or doesn't cook, if she's a woman of solutions, like, you know what? I may not can cook, but hey, my grandma know how to cook. Or, Solomon, I can order food. You're still eating. This purpose is still getting food done. As long as you get home from work, you have a plate of food on that table. Does it matter where the food come from? Long as it's good and you're fed, right?
So you trying to say if a grown man come home and you gonna feed him some beans and weenies, or you gonna have a real good? So what's a good food for you?
No, I don't eat that, so I'm not gonna serve my man.
So what you gonna serve him? If you
I know how to cook. If I'm not gonna cook, I will order something from a nice restaurant, something of quality. Make sure when he get home, he has a plate of food. I'm gonna plate it up nice. He not gonna know where it came from.
He gonna know when his heart is palpitating from all the salt and sodium, his cholesterol's high from all the preservatives because your behind can't cook.
Hey, restaurant, can you guys grill that fish and steam that broccoli? No butter.
You say you a woman of solutions.
Listen,
sound like a bunch of.
Listen, long as the purpose gets served, you're eating. You have a plate of food when you get home. What does it matter?
Okay, if
I don't cook it,
all right, fine. If you don't cook it, fine then. So let's even move past that. We're gonna move past that.
Okay.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Okay.
Kids.
Okay.
People you are raising. How do we hand down those type? Do we even discuss gender roles anymore with our kids?
Well, it depends on the dynamic of the house.
Like you don't have any kids. When you do have kids, have you thought about it?
I'm an auntie. I'm a full-time auntie. I'm a very involved auntie, right? Mm-hmm. So, and as a former preschool teacher, you can tell when a parent or parents aren't doing their job at home. It always shows and reflect back in school. The teachers.
Well, don't point at me when you say that.
No. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying parents.
I know, I'm messing.
Okay, so it's and I'm pretty sure the ones that have kids, it's always like, oh, well, the teacher should be teaching you this, or the teacher, and then the teachers are like, well, you should be learning this at home. So yes, it's a dual thing where we all supposed to come together and raise this child and teach this child. However, everything starts at home. If me and you are married, right, we should already be established the foundation of how we treat each other, right? And now we have children. It's like, okay, we believe in love. This is what I believe in. The foundation, whether it's God, what keeps a family rolling, and morals and respect, and that's something that should be shown, because you can't pay for those to be taught. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be your character. That's what's passed down, because you can say, oh, don't drink all day to a kid. But if you sitting home and you, what you think that kid gonna say? Well, you drinking? Okay, so it's not about what you say. So it's about being an example for these children. I hear so many people, male and female, oh, my mama and daddy, I want a marriage like my mom and dad. They're looking at the example. Oh, my dad does this for my mom. Okay. Or my mom does this. So that's the example that these children should be looking at. But because we have broken homes, the dynamic change.
Broken homes, that's a whole different conversation. But even with the broken homes, and when we say broken homes, is that defined as a divorce or combative? Because I'm divorced. Okay. But it's not a broken home.
It's not. And you said on the first episode, and that's something you shared. I didn't know that's how y'all family dynamic. But just how you have that healthy dynamic, like you and your child's mother, you guys get along, y'all raising this child. That's amazing. But a broken home, yes, it could be a divorce. It could be, baby mama, baby daddy drama, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, y'all have to do what y'all have to do for the betterment and the safety and the, betterment for the child.
So what I'm hearing you say is to instill to the best of your abilities in your children what you would expect from them by your actions and what you do.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing you don't believe a parent should do one thing and tell a child
absolutely not, because
so you can't tell your child not to have sex while you're still having sex.
I'm not having sex, but yeah,
I'm not saying that. But that's what I'm saying. There's certain things I can do because I'm an adult. If I want a beverage, I can drink that beverage. But you, as a child in my house, you're not drinking. So I just wanted you to get it out first. But that's what I'm saying. I always tell my son is 17, gonna be 18. The only one having legs up in this house is me.
I'm done. Yeah.
I better not come in here. There's no legs up in there. He playing his little rap music, talking about I need love. Doom, doom, doom. No, sir.
But that's obviously when it comes to children. There are certain things as an adult we can do as an adult because we pay our own bills or whatever the case may be. However, and then that child have to know under my roof, these are my rules. Okay. That's different. Mm-hmm. But as far as how mom and dad interact with each other, we're supposed to be, I'm saying we're supposed to be an example of a healthy, functioning relationship.
Okay. So, and I'm just going to put this out there. Because the whole basic thing was about gender roles. I understand what you're saying about dealing with your kids. But I still feel if it is, let's go back to it being a healthy relationship. Mm-hmm. But even if it's not a healthy relationship, if I have a daughter, I believe it's up to my ex-wives, even though I do install in my daughter, I'll teach her how to cook. But there's certain things she can show her that I can't. That's going to prepare her for life and for a future husband. Mm-hmm. There's certain things as a man I can give to my son that she will never be able to give.
Absolutely.
You understand? And that's part of his gender. This is what I tell him is part of your gender role. Because if you're going to marry a woman's son, if a man is going to let his child be your wife, there's certain things that you're going to have to do. I would never say, son, you can't do this. It's better you don't learn it. Or if you don't know it, saying you need to learn it. Mm-hmm. So me personally, I think those gender roles needs to be brought back. We need those things to be brought back into the household.
So how can we Bring those back.
Honestly, I got my opinion about it.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Because I believe a lot of people thinking right now that when we say gender role, it's like such an offensive phrase. Because now a woman is like supposed to be barefoot and pregnant. That's not what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying is if you're a man and you're a female, and that's the way you're living, we're talking about that type of lifestyle, and you want certain things from each other in a male and a female capacity, you need to learn these things. And these are things that we have to pass down to our kids. Because I'm a straight heterosexual man who believe a man should be a man.
Okay.
Not knocking anybody for what they do.
Yes.
And I expect that for my son, and nobody can switch me on that. I expect that for my child.
Absolutely. And that's for you to pass on for your kids. But you're an active dad. Yeah, I'm kind of throwing shots right now. Subconsciously. But that's where the dynamic of male and female, I think when we say gender roles, people don't like submission, like, oh, I have to do this, do this. They don't like in the box things. I think it's more so the foundation of a man, or, the foundation things of a man. Y'all are to provide and protect. That's in y'all nature. And it's in our nature to nurture, care.
Yeah.
Some of us are more aggressive than others, however. But, that goes down to the foundation of the core of what a man is or should be doing, and what a woman should be doing. I think, like I said earlier, they don't like to sound gender roles. Just say, okay, to the core.
Everything else in today's society.
Oh, we are. We are.
So let's figure out a word or a phrase to make people not so offended.
My soft girl era, or my feminine side. Look, you can rest in your masculinity, and I can rest in my femininity.
And that's another thing. Sometimes men try to rest in their masculinity, but sometimes, especially with a woman, when they're tainted, like not having a man in their life. And trust me, I get this. Especially like for African Americans, I understand it's systemic. When men were not in the household because of certain reasons, we can go and tell you the whole history. And I feel for my sisters because they had to do a lot of stuff that men could not do.
Absolutely. Because
we weren't in the home. So a lot of stuff, I'm not going to say it's my fault, but systemically it was a problem within the home. But what I'm starting to see through my friends, and even talking to guys I know who want to step up, sometimes it's hard for them to step up because, I'm just saying.
No, I'm listening before I ask.
It's hard for them to step up because a lot of women have been drilled growing up to be independent, be providers for themselves, not to want to need a man, and all these other things. So sometimes when they find a man, it's hard to let go of the rein.
Yeah. I was one of those, so but it was up to me to realize, you know what? I'm looking at my grandma. I'm looking at my aunties. I don't want that. I don't want to be 60, 70, 80 years old by myself. No offense. But I didn't want that. Like, I wanted a family, and I did that early in life, 23 till now, or like a few years ago. So I wanted that, but I had to change. Like, you know what? If I don't stop this cycle, I'm gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
And I had to change my friends. Like, certain friends, they grew up in the same thing. So we were bonded by trauma bonds. Like, oh, we're friends, but if you go back to the root of it, and it might be the psychology part of that's like, oh, this is why we were friends, because that's something we can relate about. We came from single moms. Our moms are hard, independent, go get your school, do this. And then you get your education. You study and get all these degrees. And then at the end of the day, you see your white counterparts that are getting married and having children. And you 30 plus years, like, okay, I'm ready to start a family. But now I'm out of my childbearing years.
See, you said something that's going to be triggering for a lot of people. Because you said you see your white counterparts probably married, whatever.
White in other countries, and what I learned is other countries too, like ethnicities, like the Spanish people or like Indians. I have Indian friend, and I'm like, wow. When I'm around these different groups, I learned that they help their children. They show their children what's important in life. Hey, choose this type of guy or choose this type of woman. Like they're big on family dynamics.
Family dynamics.
Yes.
But when they're telling them to choose what kind of guys, describe what kind of guys they're picking.
I don't think they're looking for like the exterior.
No, I'm talking about quality, not exterior, but as far as what kind of qualities are they looking for in a man?
And in general, like the
in general, what could they?
Oh yeah, definitely a provider. Someone who can take care of them on all levels, whether they believe in the same. They have most cultures that I've been in. Y'all have to kind of believe in the same.
What do you think the mothers are telling their sons? What are they telling them?
Oh, she must gotta cook. Yes. We witnessed that. I've been in several countries. I learned the culture, and I'm like, yes, the family dynamic. They're big on family dynamics. They're not just gonna let any and everybody enter into their family. Okay. That there's a standard that's required.
Okay.
No, you're absolutely right.
So what I'm saying is, we might not like the word gender role, and let's just throw the word gender role out there, because that's pretty old school at this point. There's probably a different term to it, but I'm kind of old school. But there's certain qualities you do want to see in a man.
Absolutely.
And there's certain qualities you want to see female. So we could at least agree on that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you want that handed down. But I'm going to say this, and this is probably going to have to be another topic for another time, because, times do get rolling. I was once told that, because you mentioned, like white women, whatever the case is, black women grew up a certain way, that white women go to college to find a husband and get a degree. And black women go to college
to get a degree, to get a degree,
and to be sufficient enough not to have or want a man,
yes,
or not to need a man. And my sisters killed me for saying that. They set me to the wolves.
No, but it's true. People, and when it comes to women, listen, I'm a girl's girl. But I'm more logical. Like, I see things from a different point of view because I have gone to other cultures and I see, wow, that dynamic works. Look how their family, I'm big on family. So I see how other cultures are big on family and the family dynamics. Yeah. And we as I'm a black woman, we got things kind of screwed up. Yeah. We do. We have, but we have to unlearn that. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm
scared for you because
I don't. Hey, listen, I can stand 10 toes down, baby. Y'all can come all y'all want to, cause like it's the truth.
But I agree with you. And I'm just glad I didn't say it. So
I said it. La Page said it. Come see me. Y'all want to come to the salon, or where y'all want to meet at? Meet me at a restaurant. Wait.
No, we're not promoting that.
We're not promoting.
We're not doing that. But what I will say is this is some interesting points, and that's a whole different podcast session, and we want to bring that up one day because there's some struggles we have as African Americans, blacks, whatever they labeling us right now, because we done switched our names so many times throughout the decades. But there's some things that we have to overcome.
Absolutely.
There's definitely some things we overcome, and the only way we're going to do that is coming together and really knowing what kind of family structure we want. And
actually talk about subjects instead of sweeping them under the rug.
That's also cultural too.
That's the thing. That's why we're here talking. We have to bring those subjects that's been holding us back for years and years and years. We're sweeping it under the rug. It's time out for that. Because that's why we're in the situation we're in now.
Yeah, there's a lot of hurt people out there because they're not dealing with certain things. So there's some things that we need to work on as a generation and future generations, and because there's certain things even I can't even talk to my older relatives about. Because they're just stuck.
They stuck in their ways.
They just stuck in their ways.
That is.
So that's why I was just so happy, and I know we're off topic a little bit, but it's okay. That's what we do. We talk about things on this podcast. That's why when it comes to my son and raising my daughter, I don't do things the same. I don't raise them like how my parents raised me. Even with church, every Sunday I went to church growing up. Every Wednesday I went to Bible study. Every Friday I was at family training hour. I was at every choir rehearsal possible. I don't force it on my son like that. I'm just glad right now I've instilled enough in him to where now he wants to know God for himself.
Absolutely.
And goes to church.
That's amazing.
So that's a beautiful thing. But yeah, the family structure needs a little bit more structuring. We can agree on that.
Let's get it together.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a great time talking to you today.
Yes.
And hopefully people listen to this and they kind of hear our viewpoints and they don't kill us for our viewpoints.
I don't care. Listen, it got to be done. That's why we're here.
Listen, I love y'all, so I care about your opinions and what you want to say. But I'm like her. I'm gonna raise my children how I raise them, and I'm gonna still be who I am. But I want you guys right now, though, do something for me. I want you guys to subscribe to the page, Saxy After Dark, and I want you to recommend it to a friend, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna grow this platform. As much as I love Miss LaPage, she's a busy woman. And we've talked about maybe having some special guests on here and just doing some different things. And definitely I'm going to be playing the saxophone.
Good.
I'm going to play a little saxophone. We're going to make it really sexy at night. So we just thank you guys for tuning in once again. This is episode 3, and we're going to have more and more to come. But what I'm going to do right now is just give a toast, because I love to give a toast to good health.
Absolutely.
Love, and my favorite, prosperity. So grab your water to love, health, and prosperity. Now, until next time, you guys have a beautiful night.